Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. It is Cycle 11, and when we left off last time, we had just finished our basic colony, and now we are expanding out. One of our goals is to eventually have individual rooms for all our duplicates, and just to generally make things into a better situation for everybody. So, let's see how things went over the next 10 cycles. One of the problems we're having is that the air in the bathroom isn't breathable. This is a problem, but I'm not quite sure how to fix it yet. I will keep you posted. One idea I have is to dig below the base and hope that the oxygen rises and the carbon dioxide sinks. On another note, one thing we're going to do is we're going to build a bottle emptier over by our main water source. Just so that we can, take clean water and put it back in there, and hopefully that'll keep it from running out as fast. Now, a couple of our duplicates have earned skill points, namely Hassan and Ruby. For Hassan, we are going to have him take construction, and we're going to give him a hat for that. For Ruby, we're going to have her take construction as well. Now, right now, everyone is currently in a spot where they don't need too much morale bonus, but we're going to want to keep an eye on that. And now it's the next day, and Turner has earned a skill point as well. He already has improved construction, so we're going to have him take improved construction too. Alright, and here we are setting up an oxygen pump in the laboratories. And now I have recorded a little bit beyond this, and I don't really remember this working. And if it did work, it didn't really seem like a permanent solution. And even later, I will figure out that there's some kind of air pressure thing going on. I haven't quite figured out a solution to that yet. But yeah, that's going to be a thing, that's going to be a problem. And since I'm always going to need more metal and copper, I'm going to start digging over here. Now, oxygen is going to be a problem over here eventually, but it's fine for now. Alright, and now we have the opportunity to select a new duplicate, and we are going to select Ashcan because he has 3 skills and he's good with machinery. We have a lot of machinery, however he is a plant murderer, which means that he has decreased agriculture, but we aren't quite doing agriculture yet, so it's alright. And right away he's got a skill point, so we're going to send that into research. We haven't started researching yet, but it will be useful when the time comes. It is now day 13, and there is a hatch trapped in one of our rooms. There's also, I think, one in a different room. I believe it's the one room above. But we don't really have someone that can handle that, so we're just going to have to leave them. Alright, and then down here in this room that we've set up, we're going to set up ourselves a little kitchen with microbe munchers, and we're going to start making some mush bars, just to produce some food. Just to make sure that our colonists don't go hungry. It isn't good food, and we're going to want to look into how to make better food so that they are in a good mood. But this will do for now. And in other news, Gossman has earned a skill point. Now, Gossman is the one in the cooking hat, so he's doing good. I think for Ashcan, next we're going to give him field research, but back to Gossman. We're going to have her take up grilling. Now, I'm not sure if these duplicates have exact genders, but they have appearances, and yeah. We're going to be using this room up here for some storage, and we are going to eventually build more storage rooms, but for now we're just going to have these 3. And in this one, we're going to have raw minerals. Alright, and we are also going to be burrowing down into this cave down here, just so that the carbon dioxide has somewhere else to go, and we can make this colony more breathable. Alright, and after a long day of work, we have a couple of more skill points to dish out. Niels has one more, and we're going to have him take super hard digging. And then Ruby has one, and we're going to see what she's going to take. Right now she's got hard digging and improved construction, so we're going to have her take improved construction. Alright, and now we have a chance to select another blueprint. And we have a chance between an algae care package or another duplicate. Now, for duplicates, we are going to take Joshua, because he's got good skills, and he just looks super happy to be here. And he's also earned a skill point, so we are going to have him take... We could have him take improved construction, but we've almost given everyone improved construction. Like, construction is important, so we're gonna have him take it. It is day 16, and we're also digging way down into this deeper hole, kind of to build a kind of reservoir. I don't think this will be a clean reservoir, just because there's so much polluted water. But hopefully someday we'll find a way to purify it, and then we can have like a water purification system, and something like that. That would be fun. Alright, and here we are on day 17. We finished the ladder down, and now we're going to mine out this water here, so that all of the water flows to the bottom. Now, unfortunately, this may have the effect of our duplicates going down there to grab things, and they end up dredging a lake. But that's a problem for another day. Alright, it is day 18, and today we are hollowing out this area here, just to have more space for the carbon dioxide to go, as we replace it with oxygen. Because air pressure is a thing, and it hasn't been a problem for us yet so far, but we are going to want a place for the carbon dioxide to go, and hopefully for it to get purified. And later on day 18, we would build our first research stations, and with that would come the beginning of our researching. Now, we're not going to follow researching too much, just because there's so much of it, and it's not as important as it would seem, as some things are, so I won't talk about every research breakthrough, but I will talk about the important ones. Alright, and we have the opportunity to choose another blueprint, and I feel like we didn't really get a lot of good choices for duplicates right here, so we're just going to take this care package. Alright, welcome to day 19. It is time to distribute more skill points. Right now we have one for Hassan, and we're going to give him improved construction. There we go. Alright, and I have read some of the documentation in this game, and it does sound like there is a surface somewhere. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building a ladder up, and we're just going to go up and see what's what. Now, I'm probably not going to mine straight to the surface, because since oxygen is such an important component in this game, there might actually not be oxygen at the surface, and I don't want to deal with like a space void type situation. I've grown attached to some of the duplicates here, and I would prefer that they stay alive and not space exploded. Alright, and at the very end of day 20, since not a lot happened today, we're going to be using this basement area to build some algae terrariums. Now these will purify the carbon dioxide, and with the requirement of water. Now this is going to take a lot of labor from the duplicates, so I hope at some point that I will discover that there are sprinklers in the research somewhere. Alright, we are almost to day 21, and since our research has been slightly delayed, we're going to need to build a supercomputer. Well, we don't really have a spot that's tall enough for a supercomputer, so what we're going to want to do next episode is some remodeling. Alright, I will see you next time.